What's up, guys? Hot Friends here, back at it again with another video. And in this video, guys, I'm happy to showcase you my True Draco deck profile post Banlist. And of course, I will say I'm a huge fan of Masterpiece coming back to the TCG. Let's go at 1, maybe 3 one day, but we'll see. I will say though that I'm a huge fan of this deck. I started getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh, like playing competitively in 2017, 2018. And you guys know that was TOS format. I started off with an anti-meta deck consisting of cards like Thunder King Raiho, Fossil Dyna, Torrential Tribute, and then I went from there to a true Draco deck. And during TOS format, it was a very fun deck to pilot. Plus, I will say that, you know, a lot of crazy things were happening during TOS format, of course. And when we finally hit that ban list and a lot of cards got hit, that was it for True Draco at the moment. But now the deck is slowly coming back with Masterpiece back to 1, and I'm so happy to showcase you guys this build. Now again, if you guys have any different cards you would add into the build, let me know down below, and also subscribe to the channel for more deck profiles. But alright, starting off with the big boy himself, Masterpiece. If you guys don't know how True Draco monsters work, they can tribute summon themselves if you tribute spell and trap cards as well. And a lot of the True Draco cards can actually have reactions once they hit the grave, like destroy a monster, destroy a spell. The spells destroy spells. The traps destroy monsters. So really good that you do know that, of course. But you know, Masterpiece being such an effective card on field is just great because once you tribute any card type, let's say you tribute a monster and a spell, it's now unaffected by monsters and spells. So you get what I mean? So if you want to tribute, be immune from traps and maybe spells, tribute those to summon your king. But also has the benefit of banishing one of your spells and traps in grave. And if you do so, you can target another card on the field and destroy it. And this is during either player's turn. Imagine if this was not a once per turn effect. Absolutely broken. But moving on though, to our other True Draco cards, we do play 3 copies of Draco Fighter. And yes, I know I don't have the other 2. They're somewhere, but I have to really dig through all my stuff to find them. Now, for Draco Fighter, it's great because this will search you the trap. So pretty much if your opponent activates a card, you can go ahead and go Chainlink 2 for Draco Fighter. And Draco Fighter will either activate the card on field, the trap, or add it to your hand. Now, the other cards, we play 3 Ignis Heat. You could cut this to 2 if you want to make room for more continuous traps, but this will actually do the same thing that a Draco Fire would do, but in terms of spells. So either activate the spell or set the spell. And then finally, we do have, of course, our 2 copies of our Majestic Maiden, and this will actually, instead of the spell or traps, for your monsters as well. So you can go ahead and just add your monsters to your hand, which is great. And then for the final 2 monsters, we actually play 2 Inspector Border. I made them, back in the 2018 format, but I would actually suggest either you do this or you do a mono wano, because a lot of the times too, sometimes we are playing 40 cards in the deck, but you don't want the situation where you have a Draco Fighter or you have a True Draco monster on field already, and then you have Inspector Border, because you won't be able to actually summon Inspector Border. If you guys don't know how it pretty much works, right? It will turn off monster effects based off, who has extra deck monsters on the field. And if you already have a monster on field, you can't summon it. You can set it, but you can't summon it. But still a great card. And alternatively, again, you can add a mono wano if you like. But moving on, guys, to our spells, we do play 3 Heritage. We play 3 Draco Phoenix, 1 Card Demise, of course. And I'm just going to hold off on there, but I will say for the Heritages and, of course, the Draco Phoenix, again, these react in terms of when they hit the grave. So a lot of the times what you can do is set it and then tribute it to summon one of your True Draco monsters, and you can destroy a spell on field. Of course, that's optional. You don't have to, but it is an option. And then once you activate multiple effects, they'll let you, of course, draw. But of course, the Draco Phoenix is great because it's going to help you recycle a lot of your cards from your grave back to your deck and letting you draw again. So hopefully you get like a floodgate or something really, really good. I will say too, you probably already noticed, but this deck does not play hand traps. You do not need to play hand traps in this deck at all for it to work. So again, we play 1 card Demise, that's at 1. We do have, of course, 3 copies of Duality. Great because we do not special summon at all. It's all about tribute summon. And I will say too, there are different versions of this deck. There is a version where it has an extra deck. This deck does not. For my version, no extra deck. It's the better version overall. We do have Dragonic Diagram to actually add a True Draco monster from your deck to of course, your hand. Plus, really important, the fact that it gives you protection from battle once per True Draco monster on your field, which is great. You can pop cards as well, so there's a lot of like different things you can do with that. And then of course we do have the one terraforming. So that is it for our spells. Moving on to our traps, guys, you know, the meat and potatoes of the deck, of course. We do have, to the True Draco cards, we have 3 Apocalypse. Always run this at 3. You don't want to run this at 2 at all. Again, this will do so much for you. It will have the opponent's monsters on field. If you want to destroy something, this gets sent to the graveyard. It destroys a monster on field. And then we do have Return. So Return will bring back your True Draco monster, but it won't count as it being tribute summoned. So you won't get the protection, of course, from your field spell. But again, I will say that it is worth it playing this version over playing, you know, an extra deck version. You get so much more benefit just from that. But guys, I will say, moving on though, we are running 3 copies of the Monarch's Erupt. And if you don't know what Monarch's Erupt does, it pretty much is a skill drain if you control a tribute summon monster on your field. But again, you just cannot have play any extra deck cards, right? So at that point, it's better to actually play this version than the extra deck version. And then moving on, guys, to our other trap cards, other floodgate cards too. There can only be one, Rivalry of Warlords, and we have Skill Drain. Again, all effective for the deck. And then a new card we are adding in from Maze. We actually played 3 Apopus, the Swamp Deity. And the reason you play this is, 1, it's a trap, so you can go ahead, if you don't want to get rid of a card in your hand, to set it and tribute it. Great target. 2, if you control other continuous traps on your field, you can actually, when you activate it, it's like an imperm based on the number of other continuous traps on your field. So 1, 2, negate 2 cards, which is pretty great, right? Worst case, you just tribute it, sends to grave. But it's really great that way as well. And then finally, guys, rounding it off, we played 3 copies of Solemn Strike. Great in the deck. Again, you do want to have, you know, some type of control against your opponent in terms of just the extra cushion of not letting them do what they want to do. And a lot of time when you strike them, that's it. Combined with other things and you're perfect. You know, you're ready to go. But guys, that's all we have. That's our 40 card build. I'm actually considering taking this to locals soon. If that's something you guys, you know, do want to hear about, let me know down below, of course. And what would you play? Honestly, I didn't have lose 1 turns, but those are really good options as well. Again, just more, you know, interaction to stop your opponent. But guys, this is one of my favorite decks to play in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm so happy to be able to be playing it in 2025. But guys, that's all I have for you for today's video. If you guys liked the video, make sure you give it a huge like, comment down below your thoughts. And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you're updated the next time I upload new videos. Alright guys, that's all I have for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day or night, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.